Well, for me, first of all, it's not a film about gypsies, none at all. It could have taken place elsewhere, it's just the background would be different. It's a film about dreams. It's a film about one special girl that has a way to escape harsh reality. And we all do it in a way. We all have things that we escape to when the life gets tough. For some people it may be cooking, for some gardening. For her it's Bollywood dance. So this way of escaping is actually, I think, the main story of the film. So if she was not a gypsy, I guess she would escape maybe in a different way, but she still would, because it's a very powerful young woman that is determined to live her life fully, even though it's not so easy for her especially. So why Bollywood? Why dancing? It came actually with the protagonist, because I strongly believe, I always make my films like this, that the idea, the concept of a film should come from the protagonist. It should not be imposed by the director, him or herself. So it came with her. Basically, we were shooting there for over 1 year. It was supposed to be a different story, completely different story about a boy. And then one day Denisa arrived and she made it clear from the very first moment that we have to make a film about her. Now I know, because I understand her, that she was actually looking for attention. She was looking for a voice she doesn't have. So in a way, this dance is also a voice of her. Through dance, she can show emotions. She can show what she feels. She cannot say it. She doesn't even know sign language, so she cannot show it. So that's why the dance came into the film. It came with her, because Denisa suddenly started to be in every shot of the film. She was even destroying us, very beautiful moments of filming someone else, just waving to the camera like this and just being herself. And a couple of days after we decided that we really have to make a film about this strong, special girl, a couple of days later she found Bollywood DVDs on the dumpster, and her whole world changed. She started to dance every day. So that was, I think, actually the only way we could tell this story. Yeah, in the film we have these 5 dancing choreographies, and they are like the opposite of what we filmed in the documentary, strictly observational level. So in one way, we followed like observational style of filming of the life of this girl and the whole community, but we introduced into this observational style of filming 5 dance choreographies that were created together with her. Of course, we could not use words to communicate, as she doesn't speak, but being with someone for 3 years, you start to understand what they want to show, what they want to say. And Denisa created a language of her own, and this actually shows how much she really needs to communicate with the world outside. She even invented her own sign language, because she was never taught sign language. So in her language, this is mother. I think it's about earrings. This is father. And this is I met at you. So she has this own system of signs that I used to communicate with her. And of course, Denisa is a very stubborn girl, so once we invited to the film a choreographer, a very well-known choreographer in Poland who was helping us to shape it into a choreography, sometimes it was actually not possible to do it without her changing everything last minute. We have this final dance scene with 100 professional dancers in Marketplace, in the center of the city, where the whole story took place. And we rehearsed this for 6 weeks, because in Bollywood it's very important to be in sync with the music. And when the day of the shooting came, we have all this expensive equipment with us. It's like a fiction film at that point in these 5 choreographies. And Denisa changed everything. She didn't want to dance to the choreography we were developing for 6 weeks, so she introduced her own steps. And this is her. This is how tough she is, how strong she is, and how she always fights for what she wants. And this is why I made this film. They love this film. All of them have DVDs and they watched it thousands of times, the whole camp, the whole illegal gypsy camp portrayed in the film. I was, however, very, very nervous before I showed this film to them for the first time, because it doesn't always show them in a positive light, but they completely accepted everything. And my relationship with them, I think, also helped, because at this point, they call me sister. I speak Gypsy, Roma language. I learned it through the years in the camp, so it also helps. I have my own Gypsy name that they gave to me. So all of these little elements, you know, being close with people, they help to convince them that this is the right way to tell the story. So I never had any problems with them. After 1 year, let's say, because the first year of filming was a nightmare. They are brilliant actors. They can play whatever they want, but they will not be themselves for the people they do not know. So getting inside, being part of their families, being allowed to film whatever I wish. Some of the scenes I cut out just not to make harm to them, just not to harm them. So this kind of trust, I think it's time that builds it. So right now, they don't have any problems with it, and because they fully trust me. To the extent that I also always, when a journalist comes there and wants to interview them, they call me first to check up if this guy or this woman is okay to be interviewed by, or if it's from some medium that wants just to harm them.